Welcome to the Musings of Jessica Marie. With the college football playoffs right around the corner, there's little time left to determine which teams will make the bracket. Almost all college athletes dream of the fame and notoriety that comes with being an elite player, but some also hope to win a national championship to solidify their name in history and secure the Heisman, which is annually awarded to the most outstanding athletes. It's an honor even being selected as a finalist because it shows that a player's hard work on the field and during practice has led to national attention. Join me as we shine a historical spotlight on the very first Black American player to win the prestigious award, Ernie Davis. Ernie, whose real name is Ernest, was born on December 14, 1939 in New Salem, Pennsylvania. His father was unfortunately killed in an accident shortly after he was born, and his mother, Avis Marie Davis Fleming, couldn't raise him alone. At just 14 months old, his grandparents, Willie and Elizabeth Davis, stepped in to take care of their grandson. He was raised by his grandparents until he was 12, and then he went to live with his mom and stepdad in Elmira, New York. In elementary school, he excelled in baseball, basketball, and football, and even earned 2 All-American honors in high school. By his senior year, he was recruited heavily and decided to attend Syracuse University after seeing Jim Brown's success. At Syracuse, he played as a halfback under Coach Ben Swartzwalder from 1959 to 1961. He had remarkable performances, quickly solidifying his name into a national treasure. He won first-team All-American honors twice and even led the team to a national championship during his sophomore season after going undefeated in 1959. They beat the Texas Longhorns 23-14 in the 1960 Cotton Bowl Classic, and he was named the MVP. That same season, he was dubbed the Elmira Express by a sports writer. During his junior season, he set a record of 7.8 yards per carry and was the 3rd leading rusher in the country with 877 yards. They didn't make a bowl game after going 7-2, but came back strong during his senior season to defeat the Miami Hurricanes in the Liberty Bowl. His exemplary play was even more special because at the time, college football had limited substitution rules and players played both offense and defense. He even played basketball for Syracuse during the 1960 to 1961 season. His playing career was during the height of the civil rights movement, and segregation was still a massive barrier for him to overcome. Even during the 1960 banquet to accept his MVP trophy, he and the other Black Syracuse players were repeatedly asked to leave the ceremony after everyone ate and the trophies were handed out. After his 1961 season, he became the first Black American athlete to be awarded the Heisman Trophy for his exceptional performance on the field. He also won the Walter Camp Memorial Trophy and even got a chance to meet John F. Kennedy, who was a massive fan. He finished his collegiate career with a total of 2,386 rushing yards, 3,414 all-purpose yards, 220 points scored, and 35 touchdowns. In honor of Jim Brown, Ernie chose to wear number 44 and helped establish a lasting tradition when the school retired the number in an on-field ceremony on November 12, 2005. Syracuse even got permission from the United States Postal Service to change its zip code to 13244 to honor all the athletes who ever wore number 44. Ernie was selected by the Washington Redskins as the first overall pick in the 1962 NFL Draft on December 4, 1961. Redskins owner George Preston Marshall was not quiet about his racist sentiments against drafting or signing any Black players to the team to appease their Southern fan base. After almost losing the lease to the stadium due to an ultimatum, George allowed general manager and head coach Bill McPeak to draft Ernie. Refusing to play for an owner who was a staunch white supremacist, Ernie immediately demanded a trade, and a deal was worked out with the Cleveland Browns. He signed a 3-year, $200,000 contract in late December 1961 while preparing for the East-West Shrine Game, an annual college football all-star game. It was the most lucrative contract for an NFL rookie at the time, and his contract consisted of $80,000 for playing football, $60,000 for rights such as image marketing, and $60,000 for off-season employment. Since it was before the NFL-AFL merger in 1970, he was also drafted by the Buffalo Bills in the AFL before he landed with Cleveland. Unfortunately, his football career was cut short when he was diagnosed with leukemia. He was allowed to practice on the field without physical contact and was involved in game planning, but he never got the chance to play in an actual game. He only appeared once at the stadium during a preseason game on August 18th. In July 1962, he woke up with a swollen neck and was hospitalized. Initially, it was suspected that he was suffering from mumps or mono, but was diagnosed with leukemia on August 1st. He immediately started receiving medical treatment and went to Johns Hopkins in Baltimore just 3 months later for more advanced treatment. The treatment worked, momentarily granting him remission that lasted for 5 months. Unfortunately, at that time, the disease was incurable. On May 18, 1963, Ernie died at just 23 years old. Over 10,000 people paid their respects during a wake in Elmira, New York. Both houses of Congress honored his legacy, and President Kennedy even relayed a message during his funeral. He is buried at Woodlawn Cemetery in Elmira, and he has statues at Syracuse University and Ernie Davis Academy, a school named in his honor. He was inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame in 1979. Over the years, an Ernie Davis Classic has been developed to showcase the best high school football players in the southernmost region of New York. Sports Illustrated even included him on its all-century team for college football in 1999. The Browns also retired his number 45 jersey, and he was honored in a ceremony. Ernie made history just by playing the sport he loved. Despite facing the racism, prejudice, and unfair circumstances of his health, he was an amazing example of what could be accomplished if you worked hard, followed your heart, and put your best foot forward consistently. He will forever be remembered as a legend. If you enjoyed this episode, let me know by giving this video a thumbs up, leaving a comment, and subscribing to my channel. I'll see you in the next episode. Signed, Jessica Marie.